Shannon Keneally loves her part-time waitressing job in Louisa, Virginia. She says she does it just for fun.
The people I'm working with are like, you're crazy. You work because you're having fun. I do this because I can't make ends meet.
That used to be the case for Shannon and her husband, Frank. For the first 12 years of marriage, they lived paycheck to paycheck while raising children. The Kenelys worked long hours, but they mismanaged their money and were always overspending.
You know, we bought a car, we had a car payment, we had a credit card, we maxed it out. And, you know, we were $15,000 in debt.
The debt took a toll on the couple.
I watched her cry a lot. That was hard.
I was sick constantly. Like I had the flu back to back to back, and then I was so stressed out I had hives and worried if we'd be able to afford food and have the lights turned on.
So they met with a Christian financial advisor. The couple learned how to budget and the importance of tithing, something they never felt they could afford.
I knew that it was supposed to be 10%, but it was one of those things that I'd bargain with God and say, okay, well, this week I have the money, I'll bring it to church. Or I better pay my light bill to make sure that, you know, the electricity doesn't get turned off.
Frank and Shannon found out they had it backwards.
If I didn't put God first and I wasn't tithing regularly, the rest of it would fall apart.
So the couple started tithing off of the top of their income. They stuck to their budget and within a year and a half, completely paid off their debt.
It was like the grass is greener, the sky is bluer, life is so much better.
Now they had enough to give more and became CBN partners.
That's a healthy thing to be giving to. I don't know how to help people, but I like being a part of something that does know how to help people.
Later, when the Kenelys had to come up with $3,000 for emergency repairs on a rental property, Shannon contacted CBN, requesting prayer for a financial breakthrough. Just a week later, Frank met with his boss.
I got a good raise, a solid raise, and a good review. And the next day I came into work and he kind of called me aside and he said, well, I want to know what you think about move it up.
Frank got 2 raises in 2 days and a promotion. That's why Shannon can work a part-time job she loves and spend more time with her kids.
My husband makes enough money to pay all the bills. I would say that we are financially successful.
The Kenelys say this is all a result of following biblical principles of money management and giving obediently to God's kingdom.
It's freeing. There's a lot of peace in not having financial stress constantly.
I think you do better when you do what God asks you to do. You're more successful, you're financially better off, and when you do the things that God wants you to do, I think you get blessed.